So it looks like the most recent rumors about Xbox Handheld were true. Microsoft is planning to release an Xbox Handheld, and they've got few prototypes in the works already. Let's look into it. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I would like to talk about an Xbox Handheld. Now there's been some rumors about such a device before. This is not the first time we heard that, and especially around middle of February when Microsoft was talking about that new Xbox business strategy, and Sarah Bond was talking about new Xbox devices. There was a lot of speculation and rumors suggesting that, one of such devices could be an Xbox Handheld, right? Which kind of makes sense because if you look at the success of Nintendo Switch, which really, for the most part, I think it sold so well because, not only because of software. Software is one thing, obviously, there's plenty of great games there to play, but also just the portability of it, right? I think it played a crucial role in it. You could take it on a go and whatever, right? Despite the, not being very powerful, really, it was still fun to play. Then, Steam Deck released, now we've got ROG Ally and a number of different other handheld devices, Windows-based devices. So, there is a market for it. People love these devices. They are even willing to pay like $600–700 for these devices. So, I think it looks like people are willing to pay more for handheld devices than the than standard consoles. So I guess that's a good news for Microsoft, I guess, too, and PlayStation and other too, because it just goes to show that when it comes to mobile and portability, people are willing to pay more. That's fine, but let's talk about what's new, what has changed recently. So recently, Jez Corden, during the Xbox 2 podcast, spoke about an Xbox Handheld, which apparently is in the works already. So Microsoft is not only planning to release such a console, but they are actively working on it already. And apparently they've got a number of prototypes in the works already, right? So it's not just like one device. And by the way, this doesn't mean that there's going to be multiple Xbox handhelds out there on the market. It's just, the thing is, when you work on a device, you tend to have number of prototypes with different specs, and you test them and you see what works and what's beneficial for customers, what works specs wise, what works budget wise, because I'm sure that Xbox will want this console to be on a certain budget. You don't want to not many people will buy it for like $2,000, right? Sure, Microsoft could build such a console, but not many people will buy it. But I think like a handheld console for $400–500 would actually make sense. It could be even the same price as the big console. It would be less powerful, sure, but people are willing to pay more for portability, right? And so let's clear few things first. First off, this is a totally new endeavor. So we all know that Microsoft did work on multiple mobile devices in the past. This is not that. This is a new prototypes, new endeavor, and they are not looking into any sort of streaming device anymore. This is like a proper handheld console, which you can play games locally. You download the game, you play it on the device, right? Just like Switch or Steam Deck, right? So that's one thing, that needs to be clear. Another thing is that there's multiple prototypes. Okay, so that doesn't mean that there's going to be multiple handheld device. it just means that, they are actually testing what works, right? I mean, that's kind of normal, right? Like I said in the past. So that's fine. Now, what's interesting is that we don't really know, whether this new device, is it going to be part of the next gen endeavor? Because we know that Microsoft is planning. I mean, we know the rumor leaks suggest that Microsoft is planning to release a proper next-gen Xbox console late 2026, so in around like 2.5 years. So it's actually not that long of a wait anymore, by the way. So we don't know whether that new handheld device would be part of next-gen family, or would that be still like a current-gen device. Now, me personally, if I were to, from customers' perspective, it would actually be more beneficial to have that device as a next gen, or be next gen compatible, if you know what I mean. Now, obviously, it's not going to be as powerful as next gen console, because there were such rumors back in the days that the handheld and the big console would have the same specs. That's not going to work ever, right? I mean, unless the big device, big console would be very low power, but I mean, it wouldn't make sense to release such a console anyway, right? So, all I'm saying is that I just hope, and maybe that's why they've got multiple prototypes right now in the works, and they are testing what works and what doesn't work. I just want this console to be scalable, right? In a sense that if they will make a game for a next gen, at least for a while, that this game, will scale down to that console too, because this is very important. Because when they release this console, they better have that console be part of the Xbox Series and the future next-gen Xbox family. One way or the other. So what I'm trying to say is that it better not be a totally new device requiring developers to make dedicated games for it, right? All I'm saying is it should be just like Steam Deck, right? Games are being created for PCs, and Steam Deck doesn't require any extra effort on developers' part. I mean, yes, if developers want to optimize for Steam Deck, they can do it, no problem there. But optimizing for a device is one thing, but making a proper a port for a device is a totally different story. So I don't want that device, and I don't think Microsoft will go this route, because it makes no sense at all. So let's just hope that this device, this handheld device, will be able to run current Xbox games, last gen Xbox games, because I would imagine it would be backwards compatible too. Now, this is just pure speculation. We don't have that information just yet. I'm just saying that what makes sense, right? Because right now, for all we know about that new console, that it's in the works. We don't know even if they will succeed in delivering. I mean, we've heard a lot of stories about different prototypes, and which never, materialized. They never saw light of day. So, I've got actually an interesting idea in my head, but I'm not sure if that would work technically, because, like, me personally, I think that it would be best for this new device to be part of the next-gen family. But the problem is that it may be expensive. But I guess, at first, maybe release it first, and just like people are willing to pay for a mobile, a powerful mobile Xbox. I think it would sell, because, as long it would be able to play the future games and backwards compatible games, such a console would be great, and it would be better optimized than like a Steam Deck for sure, because Steam Deck still have to really deal with with PC kind of issues really, because it is a PC, handheld PC. But if that Xbox was to be like a a current Xbox games compatible, then these games will are just better optimized for consoles and handheld too. So that could actually work really. So anyway, guys, that's the news. So like I said, all we know for now is that this device is in the work. It's in the prototyping stage. So it may actually release sooner than later, to be honest with you. If they've got working prototypes already, that says a lot really, because it's one thing to plan a device and have some spreadsheet with specs on the paper on the computer. That's one thing, but having prototypes and multiple prototypes working already, well, that's interesting. That's very interesting. So I wonder what kind of device that could be. And I'm actually planning a video what's possible already, and I've got it in my head, but I don't want to talk about it right now because I want to double check a couple of things here and there. But an Xbox handheld would be cool really. So anyway, that's the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about it, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care.